It's Friday, so you know what that means. Another Emily the Show drop. And this is kind of the last big one we're going to get before season 3 in a couple weeks. So make sure you're on top of it and watch yesterday's video so you know what to do. Get yourself in a very good position to get and stuff for season 3. I almost repeated myself. I didn't. That would have been bad. So I'm not going to waste any time. I think this one might be a little bit long. It might not be because we did the stuff yesterday, but let's jump in and take a look at some of the new stuff in the schedule and all that fun stuff. Yippee. All right, so right off the rip here, as I was sort of talking about, it looks like this is really the last big thing for season 2. There is stuff coming next week. Looks like we're getting the last awards drop next week, Conquest, and then everything's on the 29th with season 3, a roster update, new card series and Team Affinity. Sorry, I burped in your ear. New ranked BR and event. And then available today, as we turn the camera on, looking at the other side here, Moonshot program where you get Jim Tomey and some other cards. Moonshot event, you get Gary Sanchez with 15 wins. Season awards, JP Sears and Zach Nito, and ranked update. So let's just jump into this and kind of see what we're sort of looking at here. We'll start with the card shop and sort of work our way backwards as we normally do because we all know that's content. Taking a look at the packs, there looks like there is a home stretch patch and a free headliner. There's 3 of these, so make sure you get your 3 free packs here. Oh yeah, and looks like, by the way, like, make sure you get your things, but this will be after. So make sure you get that. Let's take a look at home stretch pack 6. Starts off with Joey Votto. Pretty good card here. Looks like it's 125, 115, 120, 103. Back in the Reds days. Maybe he'll get back to the majors. That'd be kind of cool. I really hope he does this year. Dylan Cruz is in here. His pipeline card. Top 5. I think he's number 2 or something. 121, 109, 112, 103. Decent speed, can play center, right, and left. Pretty exciting if you're a Nats fan. Leon Day gets his 99. 4-seam curve, sinker, changeup, slurve. 110 stamina, 102 hit per 9, 194 K per 9. I don't think he should have some hitting side. He is two-way, so 104, 70, 109, 76. Not too shabby. His motion was funky enough, so he could be sneaky. Carson Williams gets a pipeline card as well. 92, 105, 106, 115. Can play short, second, and third. Decent speed, decent fielding for at this point. This seems like there's a lot of shortstop and plenty of them are free. Brendan Crawford gets a action figure series card. 125, 105, 106, 85. Again, with the shortstops, there's plenty of them, unless you really like them. I think we're kind of okay. Rod Carew gets a 99. 125 contact both sides, 72, 66. Feels like the Tony Gwynn card. So I kind of assume that's what it'll be like, but some people really like the card. I'm one of them, but again, second base is lacking, so this card might be worth it. And then Tony Stone. I was wondering when they were going to give Tony Stone a card. 121, 75, 125, 72. Can just play second. Feels like, again, that Rod Carew sort of feel. This card was glitchy. The 90 was, so I assume this one will be the same as well. And that's that. So there's that one. New headliner. Headliner hasn't changed. It's Willie McCovey. It just hit noon, but it doesn't look like they're going to change the headliner. It's still there. And Buck Leonard is still there as well. All right, so you look at the award series cards here. 99 Spencer Aggregetti. 4-seam slurve, curve, circle change, cutter. 101, 107. K per 9's max out because this guy's been striking out dudes at a rate that you couldn't believe. So that's nifty. Next one is Jake Berger. This guy has more home runs than anyone in that time frame. I saw this earlier the week. 113, 123, 95, 123. He's going to mash. He can play third, first, and second. Next up, we got Jesus Sanchez, who hit a mammoth 480-foot home run. Max power against right and 105 to go with it, and 62 contact, 93 versus left. Can play right, center, and left. Josh Smith gets a card for his walk-off homer, 103, matching on both sides there for right, left, 112, 82. Can play every position minus catcher, and his primary is going to be left, so not too shabby there. Next up, Mitch Haniger, who also hit a walk-off hit, 117, 111 versus right, 104, 94 versus left. Can play right, can play all the outfield spots, and that's that. Again, it doesn't look like anything else is necessarily updated here. There's no new chase card. That'll probably be in a couple weeks, I'm willing to bet. So, jumping on over to the, let's go into programs. Let's go to other programs, and we'll just start here. Moonshot event. So it looks like you're getting common pitchers again. Eric Gagne. This will help with the collection, so pitchers you can use easily. Eric Gagne, you get a Tom Glavine, Andrew Miller, Dontrell Willis, and Randy Johnson. Again, are these cards going to be exciting? Not really. They're common, but you can just use them in the thing, so they don't throw necessarily hard. D-Train's funky, and he does have that sinker, so it could work a little bit to a degree here. Andrew Miller as well, kind of funky. Sinker, slurve, changeup. Tom Glavine, you know what Tom Glavine is. He's got a sinker. He does have a sinker cutter, so he might be a little bit more meta, and Eric Gagne as well there, so we just show them all off. First card here is Brent Rooker, max power, 100 contact versus right, 119 versus left. He's got a big swing. He can't really play defense, but he can hide him out there and left or DH him. But he's got max power. I assume this is what all these cards are going to look like. Following a little bit further along here, Eugenio Suarez, he's 102, 125, 105, 125. I remember this card a couple years ago. It was like a 98 or something. Pretty decent card. Works. It'll play third really well for you. And even further along here, the last guy you're going to get is Jim Thome, who hilariously doesn't have max power against right and left, which I think is kind of funny. 120, 125, 100, 115. Can play first and third. He is for the Cleveland team because we don't say what their old name was anymore, apparently. So you got some moments here. Rooker's walk-off. You get all these. You get 3 points, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, so you're going to get 18. And there's also a good old-fashioned extreme program in Hall of Fame to get you 6 more. So if you do all these, you'll get, I think, 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 and 6. I don't know what math is, but I would say take a shot at it. You might run into one because all you got to do is hit a home run. And there's some stat missions where just do this. Again, you can do it in the event. You can do it in mini seasons. You can do it whenever. And you get some. That's interesting. Give up. They want you to give up home runs. That is a fascinating mission. So if you're playing the event using those guys and they start taking you deep, it'll help you. How's that for turnabout fair play? So that's that. Let's take a look at the award series cards here. So starting off here, Zach DeZino? I'm Italian. I should know how to say that. 93, 89, 103, 103. He can play first, second, and third. Not too shabby at this point. Again, it sort of sucks these cards will be going away very, very soon. Adrian Del Castillo is getting one as well. 100, 110, 93, 89. Not too shabby. He's a catcher. Selects home run and first career walk-off hit. Next up, we got Parker Matthew Meadows, the brother of Austin. Kind of underwhelming for a 98, but okay. I don't know for fielding, I guess. Hey, you got a better fielding card. 99, 85, 92, 77. Clutch is 94. Can play center, right, and left. Here's my boy, Zacharias Nito. What do we give him? He had a pretty big day here. 98, 102, 125, 96. He can play short. Again, we got shortstops out the wazoo at this point, it feels like. So this is never going to be ending. 125 clutch. Pretty good fielding. Decent enough speed. He might take over my spot at shortstop for a little bit because I'm an Angel Disgusting Homer. Again, award season 2 packs. I would suggest using it if you have some. I wouldn't. This one, I'm not overly impressed with, but I would say if you want to get the Vlad, that'd be the card that's the card I'm gonna be hunting for is Vladdy. So I'll be using mine over there because there's nothing really from this set that I was like overly intrigued by. I mean, Zach Berger's pretty good, but that's that. And the final piece of this puzzle is JP Sears, who's got a four-seam slurve, circle change, slider, and a sinker. Stamina is 121, K per 995, 105 walk per 9, all that fun stuff. Pretty nifty, stiffy stuff for JP Sears. And a free 99 at that. Again, how do we get these? Well, I'll tell you. You do these, you do all this. And then I personally just kind of like fill this up and try to double dip as much as we can. So looking at like tops now in season awards missions, you see there's one with Blake Snell. milestone Blake Snell to get some XP. Throw him in there, then you can double dip with this mission and get 15 strikeouts. If you're playing it on rookie, you should have this no problem. Realistically pretty simple, and then kind of just go with the flow here and see how things go. To get it again, this could take a minute. It might not take too terribly long. It kind of just varies on how things kind of roll with it. Like 200 XP isn't too. This shouldn't take you too long, especially with how things are going. But also remember, you'll be earning Team Affinity stuff. You haven't gotten that, and we made sure that was kind of important to get done. So those are the event, the programs. Let's take a look at the event because there is a new one. It looks like there's only one card, which is kind of disheartening if that's the case. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It be what it be. Let's take a look here. So 4 wins, you get in the rewind. So it looks like they've extended this. Now you're getting the Duvall and Jorge Polanco are in here. So if you don't have some of these cards, now's your chance to pick them up. And that the second one will be the All-Star stuff and some of the stuff we missed here. I don't necessarily know who to pick. I would just say pick the 99, which would be Andy Cooper. Are you going to use him? I don't know. Probably not. What was he even going for? 31. So he's a no-sell, but hey, there's that. And then get your way up to 15 wins. You get good old-fashioned Gary, who I see has 125 both sides. So 105, 125, and 100 to 125. This might be the best effing Gary card we've ever gotten. Holy Toledo. They just said, we're going to put him out there. And then if you get to 30 wins, you get a vault pack. And again, you can earn a free vault pack by doing this as well. I'm going to point this out because I didn't talk about it before. If you go to single player mode and do showdown, there is a run it back program where you can earn a vault pack as well and 500 stubs. I don't know how easy or hard this is, but if you are kind of like, oh, I want to get another free vault pack, you can run this back as many times as you want to. If there are cards you really, really want, you could always pull it that way. Just throw that out there if you're into that kind of thing. But I think that about wraps it up because there isn't really, I don't think, any sort of special collection here. When you get the JB series, you do get a free jumbo pack, but it looks like that's going to be it for that thing. And then remember, next week will be around the 95. So these cards will not exist. They will start here at the 95 and kind of go upwards. So I assume we'll get some 97s, and then I'm willing to bet that these cards, this one will be in 99. So it'll be ending pretty much on a high note, which I think is very, very good. But again, the biggest thing to worry about here is, again, make sure you're here, your Topolsky's here, and that you collected Ernie Banks. Again, I misread something and saw today that all this is free. Why is this free? Because I'm a dummy and don't know how math works. So when you get 20, you get Max Scherzer, and then you get 30, you get Giancarlo, which brings it to 2. And then with the Robin Roberts, the Trey Turner, and today's Jim Thome, that's 3, meaning you can get Ernie Banks for free if you complete all Team Affinity and all this stuff, which you should still have time to do. I'm slowly burning this. I'm up to 12, but I'm taking my time. I'll put more effort into it this week and this weekend to get that stuff done so that we'll all be ready to go in a couple weeks when Team Affinity or Season 3 starts in the end of the month. All right, so there's all the content. I think it was pretty nifty. It wasn't overly exciting, but that Gary Sanchez card is pretty darn good and all that stuff. Let me know down below, what was your favorite part of the content? What is the best was this a good content drop that essentially puts a bow tie on season 2, chapter 3, and all that fun stuff as we head into season 3 in a couple of weeks. All that being said, leave a like if you like, dislike, subscribe so you don't miss more content just like this on the show. Subscribe to the second channel. We'll have some more stuff coming on here very, very shortly. I promise. I'm just lazy and don't want to edit. So that being said, my name is Specs. I'll see you guys all in the next one.